My name is Trey Griggs. I'm the Global Sales Director for HÜBTEK, which is a workforce optimization company. We utilize robotic process automation and staff augmentation in order to create efficiencies for companies with their workforce. So robotic process automation, or also referred to as RPA, has a lot of uses. Anything from a back office process like processing an invoice or other mundane tasks like that, to even integrations between software companies and technology providers, kind of eliminating the need for the two companies to integrate together. It'll do it on the user layer to create that integration. The genius of the entire platform is that you really don't need integrations anymore because it's working on the front end. Integrations are on the back end between two integration partners or two tech partners. They both have to agree to integrate, they have to provide resources to integrate, and it's a very lengthy and costly process. With RPA, that integration or that data transfer actually happens on the user and on the front side, the user interface portion, so the integrations aren't required. Yeah, so we're focusing primarily in transportation right now, and within transportation, we work with truckload carriers, we work with freight forwarders, freight brokers, shippers and manufacturers, as well as other technology vendors who spend a lot of resources on integrations in order to make their products work with other third-party technology providers. Yeah, so we're excited to be here, obviously to move into the Canadian marketplace and to bring this technology to Canadian companies who may not come down to some of the shows that are in the States, may not hear about us otherwise. And so we're looking forward to introducing ourselves to those companies, establishing those relationships, and then hopefully being able to help them automate their processes as well.
In terms of automation, what are some of the key performance indicators that you look to improve for businesses that sign up with HÜBTEK?
Yeah, so the primary ones essentially are the ability to free staff from having to do those tasks so that they can do more productive activity, like generating more revenue, spending more time with customers, being able to acquire more customers. That's all very difficult when you're constantly inputting data or doing these mundane tasks. So we're looking to offload those tasks and give them more time to do those more higher level creative thinking, revenue generating processes that are going to grow their company. So that's what we look for, is remove the tasks, give them more time with their customers and other things that they need to do.
What are some of the reactions that you get from your customers after they've implemented the software and used it for a little while?
Yeah, well, that's actually one of the best parts about HÜBTEK and RPA, is that people are really blown away by how well it relieves them. It's almost like they didn't know they needed it, and now they have it, they can't live without it. It's one of those things where they don't ever want to go back to having to manually enter data, so it really frees them up and creates an expectation that is more realistic with what we see now even in our own personal lives. I don't go to a computer or a smartphone or anything to find out the weather anymore. I go to Alexa. And what did I do before Alexa? It's like I just did those things, but now I don't have to. That's kind of the revelation that they have, is they no longer have to do that. It's hard to believe. They never want to go back to having to enter that data again. So it's really wonderful.
Awesome. So technology is a very big theme of the show so far. What other ways are you seeing technology sort of take over the industry, and how is it changing it?
Yeah, well, I'm really blown away just in looking at what people are doing in terms of not only automation, but just the ease of use for their products. I've gone around and talked to a couple of tech vendors that are here, especially in the trucking space, and seeing what they're doing with maximizing the cargo on a van, for example. I call it a big game of Tetris. They're using different technologies and automation in order to make that possible, to get the most out of even just using the back of a truck, for example. So it's really exciting.
So as a person who's been to lots of trade shows, especially in the States, maybe probably some in Colombia as well, what would you tell somebody who hasn't been to the Cargo Logistics Canada show before?
I would say that it's worth it to come and be a part of the show. There's a lot of variety here, which I like. It's not just one vertical in transportation. You get carriers, brokers, freight forwarders, shippers, and tech vendors here. So if you're looking to reach out to those verticals, you really get it all here, which is pretty exciting. And of course, you get to come to great cities like Vancouver, and you can't really beat that. Although I would prefer it be in the summer, but it's not that bad, but it's great to be here. Hey everyone, Trey Griggs here with HÜBTEK. I'm joined today by Jeff Lance of CL Services. Jeff, thanks for joining me today.
Yeah, great to be here, Trey.
Yeah, I want to talk to you a little bit about your business in general, some of the needs that you have, and things that HÜBTEK can do to facilitate more efficiencies and benefits to your office.